Hi from Universal Studios. So I'm here at Universal today because the past couple times I've come here have been a little bit on the hectic side. I came here on the opening day of the various daytime Halloween Horror Nights houses, and then I came back during the final couple hours that the parks were open. So both days were pretty time constrained, so I just came to the parks today to have a good time. I have a little bit of a new vlogging setup here. I finally gave in and I got myself I guess it's a mount, like a camera mount. It's a stick that I can put the camera on, so hopefully it's a little bit less wobbly and back and forth. I got a different ND filter for the camera. I got a lens protector, or a screen protector, I guess, for the monitor over here. So I got a hand strap. I got a few different things for this camera, and I'm hoping that it works, because I love everything about this camera, but the stabilization, which still might be a little bit wonky. I'm sorry about that, but I'm working on it. But let's go inside Universal Studios and just have a good day. I think that I'm gonna stop by guest services though on my way into the park, because I have my annual pass here, but I don't really know when it expires, because back when I bought this there was a promotion going on, and then the park's closed, so your passes were extended by the amount of months that the park was closed. So I don't really know when this does expire, so I'd like to figure that out before I awkwardly show up to the parks one day and can't get in. So on second thought, that line was a little bit long, so I think I'm gonna go to the guest services in the back of the park next to Men in Black. This is something that I've never really taken advantage of here. This is the Universal Dining Plan, and it actually seems like a really good deal. Down here for $25.99 you can get a quick service meal, which includes an entree and then a non-alcoholic beverage, a snack, and another non-alcoholic beverage. That's a pretty good deal, and I think that butterbeer falls into that category. So if you were pretty strategic about this, that would be kind of a cool thing to take advantage of. Alright, so I'm heading up Hollywood Boulevard. I also want to stop by the Passholder Lounge because I'm going to get my button for the month. I'm pretty excited to be here today because I want to pretty much do whatever I can as a pass holder. Today is a pass holder day for me. Alright, and check it out. This is the October annual pass holder complimentary button. It says resist with a picture of a banana. This is a reference to Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem, resist the banana. Alright, so I've made it through Springfield. I've almost made it to Men in Black, but where I'm heading is this little tent right over there. That is guest services in the very back of the park, and I think that they can help me out in trying to find out when my pass expires. Alright, it looks like I'm good as a pass holder for a few more months, which is awesome news. Right now I'm checking out the Universal Orlando app to check out the various pass holder deals that they have on food currently here at Universal Studios Florida. They have ale braised beef short rib sliders at Finnegan's Bar and Grill, and then over at Mel's they have a barbecue brisket burger, which those sound really good. Then over at Islands of Adventure they have a Mediterranean lamb bowl at Mythos, and then a margarita, well, they have margarita pizza fries at Cafe 4. I was really looking at those margarita pizza fries, but I don't know, I'm already here at Universal Studios, and that barbecue brisket burger sounds really awesome, and Mel's is just right over there. And then I could follow that up with a crepe, because I think that there's an annual pass holder crepe too over at the crepe stand, so I think that's my plan. Fast and Furious Supercharged is still quiet and abandoned. Over here, Universal and Islands have both opened up a couple rides when it's been particularly busy on the weekends, but Fast and Furious remains completely closed, so I do wonder if they're going to reopen it indefinitely at some point, or if it's just going to be dormant for good. I have no idea. But what I don't want to be dormant is my stomach, and that's why I'm heading right over to Mel's, right over there. Alright, so I made it to Mel's. I put in my mobile order on my phone here, and I've told them that I'm here and the order is being prepared, and I'm pretty positive that I have to wait in this really long line. So we'll see how long that takes. So this line's been moving pretty quickly. Coming right around the corner is the Mystery Gang driving the Mystery Machine. Fred, Velma, Daphne, Scooby-Doo, and Shaggy. Fedora and Goose and Diego just came out, and they're on the stage over there. Here's the Mystery Gang, and they're silhouetted in the shadows of Mel's. I'm still waiting, moving, but just ever so much. Alright, so inside Mel's, that took about 45 minutes to be seated, and then for them to bring the burger over here. Again, this is the barbecue brisket burger with golden barbecue onion ring, a single onion ring it looks like, and smoked gouda and brisket in there, so that's good. And then I got some onion rings on the side. I asked for fries, but I guess I'll be okay with onion rings. But this is exciting. This looks like it's going to be at least very filling. Alright, I just finished my burger. The mystery crew is back, and then now the Secret Life of Pets floats are going by. I think I'm gonna hop in line over here at the crepe stand to get myself a sweet little crepe. And there goes the Cedar Life and Pets floats heading back of house again, and I am in line to get a crepe. It's probably gonna take a little bit, but I am dedicated to food today. All right, so I actually put a pause on that because the line was just very, very long. There goes a couple of the Scooby-Doo gang, and I think the Mystery Machine is, there it goes, right there. So I think I'm gonna head to the front of the park to do the Halloween Horror Nights houses. I'm gonna do the Bride of Frankenstein and then Revenge of the Mummy. And then I'm gonna head back to get the crepe, hopefully when the lines are a little bit less long, because I spent a long time waiting for this. I know it's nobody's fault, but mobile ordering at Universal is not the best experience. Just having to wait about 45 minutes just to get a table and then to eventually get food. It just took a lot of time. And same with over at Fast Food Boulevard a couple months ago when I got some food over there. I don't know. There's Bumblebee right there earlier when I was eating. Gru came out with the Despicable Me crew. Way down here is Shrek and Fiona and Donkey. There's so much entertainment right now in Universal, and I love it. It's kind of crazy to me, all of the hullabaloo, what's the word? On opening day of the Halloween Horror Nights houses, and right now it's a 5-minute wait for the Bride of Frankenstein. Just comparatively to what it was and what it definitely has the potential to be at nights during Halloween Horror Nights, just being able to walk into a house with virtually no line or waits at all feels really nice. They put up these tents. These were not here when I was here a couple weeks ago, so that's pretty pleasant. Get some shade in the direct sun. Have a bunch of fans out here as well. That's nice. So I should be able to walk straight into here and then straight over to Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. I'm all by myself. I'm a little bit nervous. All right, well, I just got out of the Bride of Frankenstein, and it was awesome, especially going through by myself, just getting to walk straight into the house. That was an experience, but now I'm heading right around the corner over to Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. And it looks like Revenge of the Tooth Fairy is only a 5-minute wait as well. This is just really, really neat. I'm very happy about this. I'm waiting for Rip Ride Rockets to blast through the firehouse. Here comes the car right now. So last time I did like Bride of Frankenstein a little bit more than Tooth Fairy, but I am very open to the potential for this to be better than Bride of Frankenstein. I understood the story a little bit more over at Bride of Frankenstein, but we'll see what I can piece together about Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Neat, there are tents and fans over here as well. The first time that I came, we entered in on the other side of the building of the soundstage, and this time we're entering in this way. Not that it really makes much of a difference, but it's pretty interesting. All right, just got out of Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, and I think I still hold fast to preferring Bride of Frankenstein over Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, and I think I know exactly why. So I think that it has to do with the smell. There's a smell in Revenge of the Tooth Fairy that I just do not care for. I think it's the smell of rotting flesh, or it's supposed to be that smell, that I've never liked that smell in any of their houses that I've ever done in Halloween Horror Nights. I think it's that pungent smell that just kind of turns me off of the house, and I want to like it a lot more than I do. I don't dislike it by any means whatsoever. I think just this one I like a little bit more right now, but I still have a few weeks to enjoy these as much as I want, apparently, with nobody in line at all, so maybe I'll change my mind. All right, so I just passed by the Transformers building, back over by the crepe stand. There's a water fountain show going on the lagoon. Hopefully the line is a little bit less long right now, but I'm not holding my breath because these are just consistently popular. So now Dora's back again, having a dance party way over there. The mystery crew is back again. I'm their biggest fan today because I've seen them just so much. It's been about 15 minutes, so hopefully the line moves a little bit faster. All right, and about 35 minutes later, I finally got my crepe. This is the banana cream pie crepe with walnuts and banana cream, and it took a long time to get it, but that is okay because it looks really good right across the way. The Beat Builders are performing currently, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this, and then I think head over to Islands for just a kind of a quick walk around Islands. Well, now hold on, because am I really a theme park vlogger if I don't unnecessarily take a giant bite of this and give my subjective reaction to it? All right, so I just finished up my crepe, and honestly, that was really, really good. I have not heard the best about that crepe, but I liked it. It was like banana pudding with cake and walnuts. I thought it was fantastic. All right, so now I'm heading over to Islands of Adventure out of Universal Studios to take a quick lap around the lagoon over there before I head back to the car. This has been a really fun day so far. Most of my day today has been spent waiting in line for food, but it's been food that's absolutely been worth it. And I got to go to both of the Halloween Horror Nights houses over here as walk-ons. That's a victory for me. So I'm pretty satisfied, and just getting to walk around Islands just to kind of walk off that crepe and just kind of see if there's anything new. I don't really think that there is anything new since my last trip here, but I guess we'll see. You know, most people with theme park bucket lists, they've always wanted to go inside Cinderella Castle, into the Grand Suite of Magic Kingdom, but I've always wanted to go into the Pharos Lighthouse here at Islands of Adventure, just go all the way to the top, either here or Hogwarts over in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter back in Hogsmeade. Also pretty much anywhere on the second floor in the Port Adventure here at Islands of Adventure. It's just so incredibly beautiful. Any of these walkways up here. Is there anywhere that's you watching this right now would ever want to experience or check out? Presuming that all of this is just storage areas or office space in reality, but just for the sake of doing it, to say that you've done it. All right, so I stopped up to check out the wait times here at Islands of Adventure. Hulk is 20 minutes, Spider-Man's 45. Wait times aren't really terrible. I'm pretty sure Hagrid's is a pretty substantial wait. Forbidden Journey 90 minutes. Wow. Jurassic Park 35, Hagrid's 100-minute waits. So I came down to the rest zone. There goes the Seuss Trolley train ride. Right over there, the Hulk is, of course, right up here. I'm coming to get a little bit better look at the Velocicoaster, which I don't think really has had much done to it, at least since I've been here. They've been doing some pull-through testing where they've been kind of pulling the ride vehicle through the coaster just to make sure that it is safe for people. So I keep missing that though. Every time I come to Universal, I always miss that. And they've been doing it pretty consistently, so that's just my luck. It's also really hot right now. It was really, really comfortable and temperate earlier. There was just like a subtle breeze. I don't know. And now, of course, it's hot. That's just my luck. And there goes the Hulk again. Hello? Where is it? There it is. It looks like they're loading every single row on Hulk currently. Which would make sense because the parks are getting super busy again. Even on a weekday, I'm here on a weekday. And the crowds, maybe not right here, but for the most part, they are pretty thick compared to what they used to be, without a doubt. Spider-Man's a 45-minute wait, and I wanted to show something off over here. Right here, this curb, this is where I fell over a couple weeks ago. I just stepped right on the side of this curb. Well, it was more kind of over here. It's very, very slick, and especially on a rainy day, I just stepped here and just my foot slid out from underneath me, and I just ate it, just right there. And it was really embarrassing. Earlier I was talking about getting the margarita pizza fries. Those were at Cafe 4, which was back in Marvel Superhero Island. Right here, this store is where you can also get the annual pass holder button. I've gotten in here a number of times. Now I'm heading through Toon Lagoon, nice and casually, the land that I always want to spend more time in, but I inevitably end up walking through. If you guys want a perspective of what it looks like whenever I film Brennan, whenever we're in the parks together, this is pretty much what it looks like. Right here. And then this is usually her reaction, or Dennis's reaction, usually anybody's reaction, whoever is with me whenever I have a camera. So there you go. This one's Brennan and then this one's me. Aren't I pretty? So I'm gonna go check out the construction of the Velocicoaster over behind in Ship the Olive, but I wanted to get a cool perspective of Popeye and Bluto's Bill Drab barges, which is actually gonna be right over here. And this is where I ate my famous Dagwood sandwich from Blondie's, which is right there. You get a pretty cool perspective of the ride from over here. This is by no means new news, but you can sit right here and just watch people go underneath you and then right over here into the ride. That's pretty cool. You can even see some animatronics right there. That's fun. The Olive remains closed, unfortunately, which is sad because even as an adult, this is an incredibly fun place to hang out and get really cool aerial perspectives of the park, but at least the viewing area, the lagoon viewing area, is still accessible. Alright, I'm going this way this time because usually I go the other way, kind of in this direction, but I'm trying to do something different this time. Okay, so I came over to the far corner of the lagoon viewing area. I don't think I've shown off this perspective before, but there goes a couple boats right over there, and right here through the trees, you can see the crest of the Velocicoaster. right there. That's gonna be cool. I still feel weird calling it the Velocicoaster because that was the name that was just rumored for a while. And the fact that it turned out to be accurate is just kind of weird. I'm trying to get used to it. There's some workers working on it right now. The track is done, so I'm not really showing anything that's particularly new. There's like a structure that's being kind of constructed back over there. I'm gonna zoom in on that. Boom. Okay, we just punched in there. This door is open right here, and it kind of looks, this feels so intrusive, I'm sorry, but it looks like there's a ride vehicle in there right now. I just can't wait for them to start building up some foliage around here, because that, to me, is what Jurassic Park is, or I guess Jurassic World, which is what it's going to be known as, the Jurassic World Velocicoaster. I know it seems like it, but I don't always come over here to get a nosy look at the Jurassic Park roller coaster construction. I just really do love the waterfront over here behind you ship the Olive, and I'm just kind of preparing to be nostalgic for it, if that makes sense, because these areas, especially when it comes to theme park real estate, they don't last that long. Usually theme parks want to take advantage of all the space that they have, and I'm looking at this as an example right now. I wish that I had come down to that waterfront behind the quiet serenity of behind the Discovery Center over here, and enjoyed that before they put a roller coaster back there. I'm not anticipating them to put a roller coaster right here, but it could totally happen at some points, or in some variation of extending this ride or taking this ride out and doing something completely new and different over here. So I like this area, and I want to like it for as long as possible. Does that make sense? All right, it's time to continue my journey around the lagoon. Actually, it's really refreshing right now, I'm not gonna lie. I would probably hop on this, but I gotta get home to the puppy. I have responsibilities now. Dog responsibilities. Wichita Falls also looks incredibly refreshing. The people are coming off of it incredibly soaked, as well as over at Gold Drive Barges. So I don't think this would be the best ride to do before I go back home, but I would love to do them again before it gets too cold or before they go down for the winter refurbishments that they usually have scheduled. So I'm starting to struggle with what this area looked like before the Velocicoaster, like the Triceratops encounter, and then the Velociraptor encounter, and then the various photo opportunities here, kind of just along the trail as you led over to the Discovery Center, and now it's just this giant, massive roller coaster. Look at this, where you just go inside that rockwork. That is going to be so awesome. They're starting to put, it looks like, electric fencing around the top of this. I wonder if that area is going to be enclosed there soon, so you won't be able to see inside at all. Wow, it's coming along pretty quickly. So it looks like the lockers by Forbidden Journey are officially completely behind Scrim, so no more peeking in on the progress of that, at least until they're done. But hopefully that'll be pretty soon. I'm excited to see whenever these open up. I definitely do not mind getting to go underneath the castle, but whenever that pathway opens up to the lockers, that is just going to make this entire experience so much more pleasant. It was definitely a little bit busier heading out of Hogsmeade than it was the other day, but it also was the very, very end of the day, and I think the park closes in about an hour and a half right now. So I guess it's still pretty considerably busy for a weekday. There goes the Seuss train ride. You can start to see my shadow on the ground, which means it is probably time for me to go and head on home because it's getting a little bit late and the park is kind of closing pretty soon. So I think I want to try to beat the crowds today. Look at all of those people heading this direction to exit the park. It looks like Hagrid's still a 100-minute wait over there. So it's definitely getting busy again in the theme parks, which is definitely a good thing. Honestly, the days of no people at Universal are over, which I'm sad about, but also very happy about. All right, so I'm outside of Islands of Adventure. There's the Pharos Lighthouse right behind me. I had an incredible day today at both Universal and Islands, mostly taking advantage of the annual pass holder appreciation days event that they have going on, I think until the end of the month. I got an incredible burger at Mel's. I had a secret crepe at the crepe stand, and they were both really good. I waited a long time for them, but I think that they were worth it because they were just delicious. And then I got to go through both of the haunted houses over at Universal and then just casually walk around Islands. Islands is just one of those parks I just love walking around, even if I don't do anything. It's a really exciting and good atmosphere to be in, if that makes any sense at all. But I had an incredible day today. Thank you for coming along with me. I hope you had fun. I definitely did. I'll see you soon. Have a good day, and goodbye.